this game more or less bullshit than NES Kid Icarus? I haven't played Kid Icarus yet, so I don't actually know. They did just add it to the Steam or the Switch library a few days ago, though, so I was probably going to try it at some point. Alright, so... yeah, I heard the beginning of the game is way harder than anything later on. Okay, so for anyone who has never seen this game, it has a real good story. So let me explain the story before you see it, because the explanation is probably going to be better than what it actually shows. So, you're a kid with a pet frog, and you keep your frog in a terrarium that doesn't have, like, a top on it. And the frog surprisingly jumps out of this in a shocking twist nobody could have expected and escapes into your backyard. And your dad, who's apparently Homer Simpson, who stole a bunch of radioactive barrels from work and just buried them in the backyard, like, he just has his stash back there, and the frog jumps into it, becomes a large boy, jumps into a hole, you go after it, and you just kind of incidentally find a tank, and then decide to lay waste to the ecosystem. That's basically the story of this game. So... just a little bit of cancer, Stan. So, yeah, that's the story of this game. I don't know, it's a weird fucking game.
Frog ruining the frog.
Pretty much. So, we just kind of have a tank now. And, yeah, let's just kind of kill everything we come across, because we gotta get the frog back. Until we kill it twice. Also, the tank's name is Sophia the Third. I don't know why. If that stands for something, I'm unaware of it. But no, this is a good game, though. It's completely bullshit, but I like it, and I would like to try to beat it without save scumming. Also, isn't there like a Disney show called Sophia the First or something? Obviously much newer than this game, because this game is as old as I am. Slightly older, in fact. Came out in 1988. But yeah, so there's two main sections to this game. There's the side view tank sections, and then there's the overhead Fester's Quest sections, which we'll be seeing in a second here. Because you can get out of the tank, and you usually don't want to get out of the tank because you don't have as much firepower when you do. And, actually, I said I wasn't going to be using save states, but I kind of want to demonstrate this. Or, this is fine. I don't have to save. So yeah, here's how easily you take fall damage. That took out a quarter of my health, jumping from a 1-block ledge. So yeah, you don't want to be out of the tank if you can help it. And the thing with these overhead sections is that, like, 80% of the time they're pointless. But, you want to go in them at least kind of at the beginning to get the gun power-ups, because your initial gun sucks. And most of the upgraded guns also suck. Did the tank come with the gun, or did the gun come with the tank, or did he just have a phaser? I like to imagine he just had it. Yeah, I know. I'm gonna try to not save scum. The boss of World 6 can eat a dick, so I might end up save scumming for that one, but I'll try to not do it for anything else. But yeah, we're gonna be farming power-ups from this screen because it's easy enough. This enemy here is guaranteed to drop one. But yeah, if you've ever seen the AVGN Fester's Quest review, it's basically the same problem here, where the upgraded weapons just kind of dodge the enemies you're trying to shoot. Because, like, right now I'm shooting straight. This is fine. Now, however, not so much. What NES games have I beaten? All 3 Marios, though the first one has only been semi-recently. Zelda 1, Metroid 1, Kirby's Adventure, Bubble Bobble, Rainbow Islands, this. This was only with save states. I did get up to World 8 on console, but I only just beat it the other night. I don't know. Probably other stuff, but I've not played Zelda 2. That's on the Switch thing also. I'm gonna probably try that at some point. Oh yeah, all the Mega Mans, that's true. Okay, we only have 2 more upgrades to go. So I've also been picking up these missiles and lightning bolt icons. Those are for the tank. That's basically the only reason other than upgrading the gun to ever go into these. I said Bubble Bobble. Because the tank suffers from can't shoot down syndrome, also present in NES Metroid. So, like, when there's enemies that are shorter than you, you can't hit them, and luckily for you, there's a lot of enemies that are shorter than you. Oh, good. Man, look at this quality. Can I... Okay, good. I don't think I ever actually beat Deadly Towers. I guided Joel through it. And I played through a good portion of it on emulator once, but I don't think I ever actually beat it. Okay, so now we've got the best gun. This one does twice as much damage as all the other upgrades, and it can also shoot through walls. So basically, you don't want to get hit. Because the moment you get hit, your gun downgrades, and it becomes a sad experience for everyone involved. Fuck off! Oh god, it's gonna come back again. Okay, now see, now I don't want to die from the enemy, so now I have to farm for health. Okay. So your health and the tank's health are actually separate in this game, and if you go into the tank, you fully heal, so that's always a nice little treat when you can do that. Also, screen centering. Get ready to see this a lot, because right now, is there an enemy below me? I don't know. There might be. Yes, yes there was. And, like I said, I have basically no reason to ever go into these other overhead sections unless they have a boss in them, but I'm gonna go into at least the first few, because they're easy enough and I can get, like, missiles and stuff. You'll also notice occasionally I'll find H's. The H's don't do anything. They'll start doing stuff after I beat World 3. Right now, they don't do anything. Okay, so I did all that for one of those, I think we're gonna not bother going back into this one. Hey, asshole. Oh, good. Here's just a Metroid. Why was that H flashing there? Was it the police? No, the P's and H's can flash, and when they do, that means that they fill, like, it's either 3 or 4 bars instead of 1. I forget how many it does. Does this game have a hard mode? I mean, this game is hard mode. No, I don't think it does. Alright. Once again, I have no reason to go in here, but... see if I can find some missiles and stuff. When I played through this, recently, I basically, made it a point to check all of these, even if I didn't need to, in the vague hopes that I would remember which ones were useful to go into. But seeing as how there's, like, 30 of these, I really don't remember which ones are useful. I honestly don't even use the overworld weapons that often anyway. Does this game explain the monsters that... what did that say? Apparently just underneath the surface of the Earth. No, I don't think it does. Man, I love when I pause and respawn blocks and then get stuck inside them. Here's H missiles. Can we please? Can we get out, please? Okay. I don't think it's cheating to play an older game with a map. Because, I mean, it's no different than finding the map in, like, Nintendo Power or whatever. I mean, it's a more legit experience if you try to do it on your own or, like, make your own map, but it depends on, like, how faithful or hardcore you want to be. I don't know. I used maps for this. I didn't give a shit. I don't think the drops from the blocks will actually respawn until you leave the area and come back. Man, I love this slow movement underwater. Yeah, I still haven't played Ninja Gaiden. I don't feel like I ever really want to. I think the hardest I want to go with any bullshit NES games is going to be this, Zelda 2, possibly Ninja Turtles, Kid Icarus. Ninja Gaiden just sounds a little bit too bullshit. Castlevania, maybe. Definitely not Battletoads. Hey, asshole. Okay, if I find any more side sections, I'm not going to go into them, other than the one that has the boss in it. Let's just move on. Luckily for me, that means I get to go in more water. Actually, yeah, it's not this way. Yeah, you get the gravity suit after the 5th boss. Not even kidding, you pretty much just do. They removed endless continues. Oh yeah, this game. So in this game, you have 2 lives, and when you lose that, there's no way to gain more. When you lose them, you get a game over, or you use a continue. I think you have 4 continues. Apparently some copies of the game don't have continues at all. I don't know if that's true, that's what I've heard.
Why would it matter on the copies?
I guess they, like, changed it in, like, a later release or something. I haven't actually checked if this version of the game has continues. Because I, never allowed myself to die.
So you never died?
I mean, I died, but I've been using save states the whole time. Honestly, getting hit is bad enough. Losing your freaking gun upgrade. Takeshi's challenge, yeah, definitely. With save states, Takeshi's challenge might actually be kind of amusing, but I think I watched Deceased Crab play that once a long time ago. I mean, alright. Can we not step on the spikes, please? Also known as Beat Takeshi, also known as Sheik, also known as Jontron. So by the way, those rocks on the right with those gaps, you can't walk between those gaps. This is it's basically Little Red Hood. It lies about the hit detection.
What gaps?
Like the boulders on the right side where there's gaps. Fuck! Alright, that's okay. It's only one downgrade. So here's Mother Brain. Not kidding, by the way, that is actually this boss's name. How did it... Okay. This boss is relatively easy. I'm still gonna have to farm for upgrades after I beat it, though. Is it the furries from Gyrus, kind of? Okay, were there gun upgrades in here? Because I would like to get them if there are. I don't remember if there were. Otherwise I might just farm off of the first map again. Well, there's one. Yeah, I kind of don't want to go through this whole area again. I'll find some more. Can Blaster Master crawl? In the overworld map you can. I like the little swimming animation. So anyway, after beating Mother Brain, I got the Hyper, which makes your gun stronger. And there is a particular roadblock that I didn't show off earlier that I can now get past, so we're gonna head back to that. Am I gonna play the new Blaster Master? Maybe. But that's of the money cost variety. It kind of is Metroid with a car. And better. Better than Metroid 1, at least. And that's coming from somebody who will actually somewhat defend that game, even though I kind of hate it. Yeah, cool. Okay, so yeah, if you head... Good, now we're stuck in the water. Dude, fuck off. So yeah, if we head over here, there's an angry green face, which takes 1,000,000 shots to kill, and you were unable to kill it previously. interesting. I know that the Metroid password system is really weird. It basically just, like... You can basically make a password out of anything as long as, like, the last couple... game. I kind of need it. Is there seriously no way out of this? What the fuck? What do I do? Why would they do this? I don't know what to do.
Gotta leave Yoshi behind.
I mean, I guess if I die, maybe it'll respawn. Like, what the fuck? Okay, hold on. I didn't want to have to die, but let's see if that works. No. Okay, what if I die in this map? Like, I don't know what the fuck. There's no way out of this. This is just... Yeah, come on, game designers. Okay, let's just die from fall damage, because, you know, 2 blocks. And... It's still fucking down there. What do I... There's gotta be a way out of this. There's no way I'm trapped. Like, what? Am I seriously gonna have to restart the game? Like, I don't know what else to do other than just jump at it. Like, no, stop. Yeah, no, I can't do that. Why did I even go down here? Like, I'm trying to see if there's, like, a magic hop that I can do. Why did that work that time? Alright, well, we got it. So yeah, enemies that are too short to the ground to actually hit. Good, good. My favorite? Okay. It wasn't really frame perfect bullshit, but it was something. Ugh. Okay, these caterpillars are the worst. The game cannot be done with no car. No, you need it to... Like, you would never be able to... Just for instance, you wouldn't be able to jump up there. Like, you can't jump high enough. Plus, you get, like, lots of tank abilities later that you need to progress. Okay, so... At some point, I do want to get another gun upgrade. So I guess I'll go in, whatever overhead areas I can find. I think I know where to go to get to the boss of this area. I don't have the maps of this game memorized by any means, but I usually have, like, a vague idea of where I'm going. When I say usually, I mean not really ever. You can't jump, huh? Like the giant flies, they're good. I'm pretty sure I don't want to go this way. So why am I going this way? I don't know. Oh, I just can't anyway. Never mind. Not until I have the next gun upgrade. My character's name is Jason, and he decidedly did not have blue hair in the intro, but does in the ending. And this is actually pointed out in the Strong Bad email where Stinko Man is introduced, because there's a Easter egg with like a bunch of NES endings, and this is one of them, and there's like an arrow pointing at the blue hair. Please. Fuck these stupid caterpillars. I hate them. Like, yeah, I can use missiles against them, but I don't want to. Beating the game turned him into an anime character. Well, I mean, after we beat the giant space flea from nowhere at the end of the game, I guess, like... Except it's not a giant space flea from nowhere, it's like... Well, every boss up to this game, like, every boss in the game up to this point has been, like, some kind of giant, like, crab monster or something, so let's just make the final boss, like, a knight. Spoilers, by the way. Fuck off. Go away. Okay, so this way should not be the way I want to go. Let's see if there's a place with weapon upgrades at least. Oh good, the teleporting goblins. My favorite enemies. I think these guys always give missiles, which I decidedly don't really want or need. Or they just give H. I guess that also works. But this is no ordinary NES game, Bobby, because this game has an eyeball. You think there's enough of them? Jesus. Where'd the goblin go? I know I didn't kill it. Alright, gun upgrade. That is all I really wanted, and I'm happy now. Immediately gets hit by the onslaught of eyeballs on the way back. Maybe I can despawn him by shooting my gun fast enough. Whatever. Okay, so unless I really want to get more homing missiles or lightning bolts, I think I pretty much don't need to go in any more of these. That's one thing I learned playing through this the last time, is don't ever go in the overhead sections unless you have to, because there's never really much of a reason to do it, and you're just more likely to take damage than to actually gain anything useful. So basically, don't play the game. You can't die in the game if you don't play the game. Just that one meme image of, like, the guy tapping his forehead. I like the Digby video ranting about memes. Hey guys, you remember chalky milk? No, I don't. Please. Okay, I think I want to still be generally heading upwards. We played Jade Empire on the Xbox briefly, right? Ah! Okay, I think this is another side area. Sure, I said I wasn't gonna check these out, but Whatever. I like the floating whale carcass. That's my favorite anime. Diagonal boulders.
That's interesting. Apparently, in the Japanese version of Breath of the Wild, Link's journal's in his first-person point of view.
Huh.
Like the quest log and all that.
I played Star Tropics, like, once. I have it on console, I just never really cared about it. I could give it another shot if I feel like going through more NES stuff, but I'd kind of prefer to do Zelda 2 and Kid Icarus first. Was there anything in here? What the fuck? Why was there nothing here? I mean, there was stuff in the boulders, but... Oh my god, the eyeballs. The change was that in the Japanese version of Breath of the Wild, the journal was in first person.
Yeah, it was like, here's a little excerpt someone shared. Let's see. In the Japanese version, Link has a journal diary like everyone else in the game. The adventure log tells, in the North America version, the adventure just tells you what you've done like a game usually does, but in the Japanese version, it's written from Link's perspective. Such as, I've overcome the harsh sword trials, I've gained the physical and mental strength to maintain the power of the Master Sword at its fullest. Maybe Princess Zelda will give blessing to my success. I've visited all 13 places where memories of Zelda were and regained them. I must save Zelda as soon as possible. I want to see her smile again with my own eyes. Probably would have been kind of cool to have.
Yeah. Gives a little bit of personality to the character
yeah,
at
like,
least.
It's actually like commenting on what he's done.
Do I need to go up here? I don't think this is the boss area. Yeah, I'm not even gonna bother. No, let's do it.
Jeez.
Ah!
Well, that's the thing is, the personality of Link in Breath of the Wild is a little bit sassy. But,
Oh.
well, like, you know, like, just responses to characters that you can do. So.
Oh. Okay, this was actually a very small area. What would it be? Be like a house. Brown bricks and brown bricks, brown bricks and brown bricks. I don't even know. That one response is, as far as I'm concerned, the only response that you're allowed to use in that instance.
Too bad he gets a random leg hurt.
Yeah, the random leg hurt was pretty bad.
It kind of ruins the whole thing.
That was later in the game, though.
Yeah, it was.
Dude. Oh, no! Okay, I guess I'll be taking that.
There was lava there.
I know there was. I didn't mean to fall in it. I also didn't mean to lose fricking 3/4 of my health in like 1 second. This game is a little bit garbage.
So can you have 2 players?
In what, this?
Yeah, because I see player 1 up there.
I mean, that's for the Switch Online where you can have a second person point at things and clap.
Oh. Good.
Yeah, you don't get many invincibility frames in this game. No, Mario Galaxy, at least the second player can, like, collect star bits. It's not much, but it's something. It's not just pointing and clapping. So yeah, this is basically a Zelda dungeon right here. It's like most of the overhead areas in this game are more or less kind of straightforward. This one's actually kind of big and maze-like, and I don't remember where the boss is, so we're gonna just kind of hope to bumble into it eventually. Without taking a bunch of damage along the way. God damn it, Chase. I feel like I'm probably going the right way. Ugh. I love it when you go through a door and just immediately get set upon by a bunch of bullshit that you're basically helpless to dodge. I've been getting lucky so far, but there's times where it's kind of unavoidable. No, I'm avoiding them because I don't need them. Stuff that doesn't drop from enemies will always respawn if you come back to the room later. So it's good to kind of keep them around in case you need to go back for them. Okay, so here's Crabulus. This is very similar to the bullshit boss in World 6, but this one is decidedly less bullshit. As long as I just keep spamming, it should eventually die. Oh, music's fucking up. I like when the music fucks up. So are we sick of this noise yet? Oh, it's getting worse. I love how it takes damage, like, once every 20 bullets that I shoot. Alright. So, World 2 is done. I got the Crusher, which is totally different from the Hyper. It's basically just another weapon upgrade. It lets you destroy certain blocks. Not the most exciting upgrade. What's the story of this game? Oh, did you miss the intro? Where your frog hops into a fucking radioactive barrel and then goes into a hole and then you just kind of find a tank? Because it's a good story. It's the stuff that legends are made of. Yeah, that was avoidable. As was that. Bloop, bloop, bloop. Jump right on the enemy. Why did the music just hit a high note? That was weird. Nope, tank does not have fall damage, thank God. Oh, come on. Are those windows or paintings? Come on, game designers, get with it. I don't know. Each area kind of has a theme. This one I always think of as, like, the castle. I don't know what it is, but it looks like a castle. Okay, I think this is not where... Oh, no, this just leads back to the beginning. Because, yeah, I've been here before. So, I don't want to go this way. And I don't think I want to go this way either, but I'm not sure yet. No, this is it. Okay. Area 3. Yeah, Link to the Past is number 3. Oh boy, caterpillars. Favorite enemies in the game. No, Link to the Past was 3rd, Link's Awakening was 4th. And then Ocarina was 5th. I always think it's weird that Ocarina of Time was the 5th Zelda game. It feels like it should be later in the series than that. But I also still feel that the N64 is, like, relatively recent when it isn't at all. So, here's a place I can't go yet. Will I get the upgrade to get that, like, over there from this world? Nope. When will I get it? Never. Also, because of my crippling inability to not shoot down, we can't go this way. I feel like Majora's Mask is just kind of a more refined Ocarina of Time. It's not necessarily better, but I do prefer what it does more. And I've not played Zelda 2 enough to really say if it's better than the first or not. I know it's a lot harder. The first one isn't exactly stellar anyway, but I kind of like it. There's a rad robo-tank down there, and it's gone. Okay, I'm trying to remember which way I want to be going here. Ah! Yeah, I have no reason to go down here. Also, here's a side area that I don't need to go into, and unless I really want to fill my homing missiles, I have absolutely no reason to bother, so we're not going to do it. Yeah, that's fine, just stop in midair, I guess. Is that like how people want there to be a Skyrim too? Yeah, there's not much to say about with, like, talk about with Stop and Swap. I've kind of said everything I can on that subject, probably. Man, I love pausing to reset the screen every time. It's great game design. Ground breaks. Will there be Stop and Swap in BA3? Not really. There's something planned that comes vaguely similar to it, but not really. If anything, Stop and Swap was in BA2, because that had the, like, stuff where you had to go back into the first game to get solutions. Oh, big secret stuff. That would be... why am I going here? I don't need to go there. Basically, like... I have the majority of the game kind of planned out in my head, and... there's enough, like, random side content in it as it is, and, like, the game is overly ambitious enough to where I don't think I would really want to do, like, bullshit secret scavenger hunt at the end like I did with VA2. So, ask me again in 10 years when the game is halfway done, and I might have a different answer for you. The lightning power is just this icon on the bottom. I can shoot 3 missiles, a lightning bolt, or a homing missile. The lightning power is strong, but basically impossible to aim. It goes below you and, like, slightly to the side. And you don't know if it's going to be left or right until you use it, so you just kind of have to hope. Or, like, spam a bunch of them. Yeah, I still think you should make the Rudo's Womb hack. I would be on board with that. I'd be willing to try and help out a bit if you were going to do that. I'd be contributing to a good cause.
It really would be. Such a good cause. A good traumatizing cause.
And no matter how many times we say it, I still never remember the name of that hack. I always just know it as Rudo's Womb hack.
It's like Sacred Angel or Fallen Angel or something like that.
Hell's Nightmare. Hell's Kitchen.
It's fucking raw.
Ugh! Vaguely hoping I'm going in the right direction. I don't think this is it. Usually the bosses are more secluded than that. The Sacred Angel.
Why just limit us to Rudo's Womb?
Bubsy was kidnapped by a bunch of Somalians.
He's sleeping.
Shattered Fate, it got abandoned. Here we go.
I don't think Bubsy destroyed nothing at Cable, did he?
What?
I mean, he's destroyed, like, speaker cables.
Oh, yeah, he's eaten a bunch of speaker cables. I don't think he's ruined any Ethernet ones, though.
Yeah. We'd know that right away.
Oh, did he? Maybe one of Joel's.
Oh. Joel didn't mention it if he did.
I think he might have told me. Oh, the cable to Joel's server.
Oh.
Fuckface. Pausingfrequently.com. Pausingfrequently.com. That sounds like a good website.
When did he do that?
Like last week, probably.
Oh, okay.
Give him Tim A. What, like the South Park character? hold on, what's... Restart stream. I don't think the restart stream is backed up. Ancient looking forum post. Someone lists Masked Quest alongside Voyager. Okay, then. I mean, there aren't very many Ocarina of Time hacks. Except I know that apparently Kaze Emanuar is making one, because the man is not content to be the, like, person who makes 4 million Mario 64 hacks. And the thing is, it actually looked really cool, too. Eh. No, I don't think that using maps is cheating. Come the fuck on. These these enemies that fly in from the side are the worst because they're unpredictable and they never go away. They just exist to get cheap hits on you. You know, Roxana. That's a good name for an angel. It's the plot of Dragon Quest IX. Okay, then. Are we... Oh, okay, I was about to say, like, we were almost freaking there yet. Alright, so... let's go in and immediately get set upon by a bunch of garbage. Surprisingly not. We're gonna do this as slowly and methodically as possible, because I really don't want to get hit. Yeah, spikes. Yeah, I mean, I made that argument back in the day, like, basically, in, like, old forum days, people would, talk about how, like, using a strategy guide in a game is cheating, and I would argue against that. I basically said, like, it's no different than, you are a motherfucker, you know that? I said it's no different than, like, playing with a friend who knows about the game already, and then I was basically told that, like, that would also count as cheating. Okay. Ugh. Fuck! God damn it. Yeah, I'm loving this. Okay, Real fair. Is there any way for me to get more gun upgrades without leaving and... okay, there's one. I think we might be going in and out of this area a few times, because I don't want to fight this boss with a not maxed out gun. Actually, I don't even remember what this boss is. Okay, I only need 2 upgrades. That's not so bad. Okay, I only need 1 upgrade. This might be good enough. Is this the boss up here? Yeah. Do I want to leave? No, let's just go for it. I don't remember what this boss is. It's not the frog, right? Oh, it's this thing. Yeah, this one's not that bad. Alright, cool. At long last, we can make use of all of those H's we've been collecting. No, actually, you can shoot in any direction. Like, with the B button, you shoot, and with the A button, you shoot a grenade. If you shoot the grenade and then continue to hold A, you will face that direction. So you can, like, strafe if you do it. It feels surprisingly natural once you get used to it. Yeah, damage. Okay, so now we get to hover. So now we have another thing that we have to manage ammunition for. Because, as we saw there with that, like, 1 second of hover using up 2 notches of it, it does drain pretty quick. Just fucking... I'm just gonna call these Medusa heads, because that's basically what they are. They're the Medusa heads from Castlevania. Also, I just checked what time it was, and I already forgot. 3:20. I have to be done streaming at, like, 4:30. Oh, goody. Alright. So we get to backtrack a lot now. But yeah, you all saw how long of a path it was to get to... Why is Joel sad? How long it took to get to this section. So now I get to go all the way back, but further back than you might think. Oh, he did? Oh, I'm sorry. I showed him, like, the first, like, level of this game, and it seemed like it was not particularly interesting. Like, I didn't think he was that interested in it. Well, I'm not going to be finishing the game today. So, maybe we can, be together for the second half of the game. Would it be like if Housewalk? So yeah, we got the hover ability, and here was something from earlier that we encountered and couldn't get past. The hover does not let you get past this. You might think that it does, but no. So anyone who has not played this game, I challenge you to guess where we have to go. I need to go to the place that's not that. That is true. Yeah, bombs! God, that did a lot of damage. No, it makes use of the hover. It's just, it's not somewhere that you would necessarily think that you would need to use the hover, because there's no reason to think that you would need to. So, we're back to Area 2. Like I said, we're doing a lot of backtracking here. It's going to be a little while. No, there's no, like, intangible walls in this game, thank God. Ugh! I hate this thing so much. Ugh. I've seen the video of that. Oh, come on, that fucking hit it. Okay, you know what? Screw you. I don't even need... Okay, escape. Hey, look, it's my favorite little hidey hole. Let's not go into that one again. I mean, Zelda had a few like that. In the second quest, at least. First quest, I think the only time you had to do that was the screen in the top right corner of the overworld, and that was just for money. Can I do a cover of my own Spider-Man song? No. You know what? We haven't paid a visit to this little area over here in a while. Let's see how our friend, the gray asshole with a bazooka, is doing. Yes we do. We have to go back to the very first screen of the game. I just wanted to get my gun upgrade, though. Dude! Oh my god. I think we're gonna be farming this for a while. That would be a good plot twist. And as always, I could potentially just farm for these upgrades in a later section, because I could do it in, like, Area 4 or whatever, but Area 4 kind of sucks. The overhead sections in that particularly suck, because it's full of, like, a bunch of assholes in hazmat suits, and water pits that you can fall into and instantly die. Because, you know, water pits, death. But, so yeah, I'm gonna try and avoid those if I can. One shot at a time. One truck at a time. Drive the truck into the bay. I like how the bullets stay around after it dies. I mean, I guess that makes sense. Okay, we're maxed out. Oh my god. Come on. I know I can get out of this. I know I can get out of this. You don't drive the truck out of the bay. That's the point. I did not mean to go back through that door, but alright. So I'm just going to call these enemies the crunch berries. I don't know why. That's just what they remind me of. Or more accurately, they remind me of those little furry assholes that you had to take care of in that one, like, free Captain Crunch game. I played that game as a kid. JonTron did a review of it. And a very long time ago, it was also mentioned in Kyan's playthrough of I Wanna Be the Guy, where, like, his sister brought it up or something. It was really weird. Can we not fucking die to basic enemies, please? By the way, I've never demonstrated this because I didn't want to die, but here in the very first area of the game, if you drop down there, that's basically death. It doesn't look like it, but it is. Alright, here we go. I like how they had to stick these enemies on the platforms, too. I'll just do Let's Big Dip Rage again. Let's Big Dip Rage again. Remember that song from a bunch of years ago? It was a really great song, and this is the follow-up. Let's Big Dip Rage again. So, welcome to the sewers. Best level in any video game. Now, why are there sewers here? Like, after floating up several ledges in a forest? I don't know. Better question. Why is there just a forest underground? Well, I mean, it's like Banjo-Tooie, where the sewers are accessed at the top of the 4th floor. Pillars made of pangolin skin. Okay, so there's nothing in the top right, yeah. So let me demonstrate what's, I don't know why I said demonstrate. Let me show what's in the bottom right corner. This. Please. You're wrong, actually. There's not keys. There's key. There is one key in the entire game. Also, the music here really sucks. And we don't want to go... Okay, so let me show what these areas look like, because I described them as being full of people with hazmat suits and a bunch of water pits. So, yeah, that's what you're missing out on. I'm not going through any of those until I have to. More crunch berries. Okay, I think I don't want to go over here, actually. So this is the part of the level that starts resembling a maze. Oh no, I guess I need to. There's a central hub hallway, and I know I want to go down and left from it, because everything else just leads to a pointless side area. Is this the hub? Oh, good. No, that was a landmine, actually. Fuck off. I think I might have missed the turn that I wanted to take. Yeah. Okay, so this way leads to a side area that I don't care about. And so does this way. So we need to go this way. And this way, I think, goes around in a circle. And I'm vaguely aiming for the bottom right. Yeah, Beldum is a fun one to catch. I've gotten a number of them throughout the years, but it was never a pleasant experience. See, the Medusa heads have started spawning. Maybe farm H off of them, though. Well, yeah, the takedown is the worst part of it. At least they're immune to Sandstorm, because that's where they showed up in Gen 4. That was one less thing you had to worry about killing them. Are we there yet? This area isn't that big. I mean, technically every area in this game is the same size, but some of them make more use of the space than others. And this one's fairly compact. Oh good, I have to hover. Yeah, that sounds like this game, pretty much. If you ever die against a boss, don't die against the boss. That's basically your advice. Because then you have to go farm for upgrades for like half an hour. Okay, how is this area gonna screw me over? That's pretty cool. Oh boy, skinny platforms while avoiding enemies, and if you walk off the platform, you die. Also, I remember this section being, like, aggressively long. Also, there's health that you just can never get. Not even kidding, there's just no way to ever get that. We're taking this one pixel at a time. But no Pokemon should ever give anybody trouble, because you can just trade, lol. Why bother looking for Feebas? You can just trade for it. Why did I pick up that gun? I might still slightly resent the trading community. I'm not as much of an asshole about it as I used to be, but it does piss me off when people are just like, oh, I mean, why bother getting your own stuff? Everybody, you can just ask people for help. It's a social game. Like, okay, but then why play the game? Are we there yet? Hey, look, more health you can't ever get. Okay, I think this is it. No, we're still going. Okay. Okay, so now we get this fucking boss. Alright. 1, 2, 3, tongue. 1, 2, puke. 1, 2, 3, fireball. Okay, 1, 2, 3, tongue. 1, 2, puke. 1, 2, 3, fireball. 1, 2, 3, tongue. 1, 2, puke. 1, 2, 3, fireball, which is hard to dodge. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Not looking at chat. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. Oh, fuck. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Fucking die already, come on. Hitboxes. They exist. Oh my god. There we go. Okay. We now have the key. What time is it?
340.
340. Yeah. Was that our frog? Probably.
You just killed your pet.
He comes back, and then we kill him again.
Oh, okay.
And he's way worse the second time. Because in that one, the pattern was 3 hops, then tongue, then 2 hops, then puke, then 3 hops, then fireball, repeat. The other one, I don't remember the number of hops between each set, but it goes 3 fireballs, then stand there, do nothing, then I think 1 fight. No. Then it's the puke attack, then it's puke, fireball, puke, puke, each separated by only 1 hop, then single fireball, then stream of fire separated by 4 fireballs, then single fireball, then stream of fire, then repeat. It's the longest, most complicated fucking pattern. And you basically have to memorize it in order to beat the boss. Good. So yeah, I think I'll get into Area 5, but then not actually do it yet. That'll be the halfway point of the game, so we can stop there for now. This was a shorter stream, but that's fine. Oh good, using hover that I don't mean to use. Actually, I might need to grind some of this. Please, game. Maybe I don't want to grind for it. Especially since I keep accidentally wasting it, because if you tap A while you're already in the air, then you use it, and sometimes when you're fighting stuff, it just kind of happens accidentally. Please! This stream is so short, there are now police. Is it the police? I've seen many mixed things about the Sun and Moon anime. I know a lot of people aren't happy with the, like, art style difference, but some say that it is kind of better than it has been in years. So, I don't know. Fucking please, I hate these. Why do you have to be the things that drop it? Alright, can we get one more? No, Ash's dad is Professor Oak. Ugh. So I'd like to point out that, other than the getting trapped in the ground incident, I haven't actually needed to save state yet, and I have not actually died either, so that's, not too bad. The rest of the game is far worse than what I've done so far, but it's still a good start. It's just dead as the Denver Broncos. Come on. Yep. He is Gary's uncle, despite being younger than him. That's why they never make a point of it, because Oak is embarrassed and is trying to cover it up because he has to be like a professional. It always comes back to incest, doesn't it? So whatever started that whole, like, the trend of yelling uncle when you want someone to stop, like, hurting you. Like, what the hell does that mean? And here's the one part in the game where we have to do platforming as Jason, so you better hope you don't have to drop more than one block. Dude, you want to die? Oh, God. Okay, then. Alright, and that one platforming section is now done. And entering Area 5, which I guess is going to be our stopping point. Clearly I'll play 5 minutes of Zelda 2 now. There's a really weird selections of games on here. Like, you've got the ones that make sense, then you've got the ones that nobody gives a shit about, but Nintendo likes to force on you anyway, such as Ice Climber. And then you just have tennis, Techno Bowl, ice hockey, baseball, and Solomon's Key, which I played for 2 minutes, and I still don't know what the fuck this game is. It's really weird. I've never heard of it before this. Like, you jump with up, and you can create block, and you can get rid of block. And I don't know what this game is. It's really odd. I don't know how it controls either. Yeah, I'm not playing any more of this. Let's see what other weird shit in here is there. What other weird shit in here is there? That was a good sentence. The adventure's a Lolo, you better have saved the receipt. What is this? What is the special Kirby's Adventure? Just completed file, okay. Stop, I keep pressing the wrong buttons. Mighty Bomb Jack. The only thing I know about that game is that you jump like 400 feet. Yeah. It's a game. Actually, I think that's debatable. I don't know. Is this a game? I think I played this one for like 2 minutes also, but not on the Switch, just like a long time ago on emulator. And I'm like, yeah, you know what? This game doesn't seem that great. So I stopped playing it. There's Star Tropics, which I'll have to try at some point. Kid Icarus, Zelda 2. It's fun despite being garbage. I mean, maybe. I don't know. there's Ghosts and Goblins, another ridiculously hard game. So yeah, I don't care about most of the stuff on here. I mean, there's some decent ones, but eh. I think we're gonna go ahead and end here. So we'll pick that up again at some point.